Welcome to Angela Jane Presents, and today with me I have a very, very special guest. Faye is in the house with us today, and so without further ado, let her introduce herself.
Hello, my name is Faye Ray. I make blankets and pillows for family members and friends. I have made over 100 blankets in the last 2 years.
Oh wow, 100 blankets?
100 blankets, and I've shipped them all over the United States. So, and these blankets that I have made here are not staying at my house. They are going to my niece and nephew-in-law.
So are these all hand sewn?
Yes, everything is hand sewn except for this one. It's a combination of both, hand sewn and the old antique Singer sewing machine. So other than that, everything else is done by hand. And as you can see in this one, I don't know if you can get that close, that it's all handmade in tight thread and stitches, and they're all that type of material, except for my nephew-in-law said he had wanted me to make a few mistakes.
Oh, put some character into
Yeah,
it.
and that's what I did here. I made a few mistakes for him. That's what he asked for. So, and that's...
So each blanket has a story.
Each blanket has a story, and it's for different people.
Okay, so we'll go through each of the blankets and give the little story on each of them.
Okay.
If you would.
Sure. This one here is going to go to my nephew-in-law, Matt. He's a hunter. He loves to camp and fish. So that's what this is. It's about camping and fishing and hunting ducks and stuff like that he likes to do. And here's a pillow to go with it.
Oh, neat. Okay.
And that's done by hand.
All by hand.
All by hand. And then this one here is for my niece, his wife. She's a nurse, so I chose to make this for a nurse. And on the back, her favorite character. Even as old as she is, she still likes Minnie Mouse. And I've made 3 pillows to go with it by hand. Her daughters wanted a Minnie Mouse pillow this year, so I made them up all 3 a pillow. And this one here is sports, basketball. This is the one I made for Louie to wear as he's watching TV. You wrap it around his neck and or at the ball game, keep warm.
Now who's Louie?
My husband.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Break. Break, definitely break. Here
phone.
comes the cell phones. In the train. See, I'll throw break in there, so I'm like, okay, let's make sure.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's what I say.
And this blanket here is got every piece of our clothing as we were growing up. This here is my 5-year-old dress that my grandmother made me.
Oh, wow.
Pieces of it. Let's see, where to go? These are all her dresses that she had, and she made them in squares, and she also put the French knot in with it, and some of this material came from Louisiana, her sister.
Oh, cool.
So
a lot of history and material.
The materials has come from a long ways. And this material here belonged to her mom. So it's 1920, 1919.
Oh, wow.
material.
So over 100 years old.
Yes, combination. Well, this blanket here is 70,
Wow.
70 years old. So yeah, I've had it a long time. Any questions?
Well, we've got a studio audience here. Any questions from the studio audience?
What's a French knot?
That looks like oh, I don't even know how to explain it.
A French knot?
Yeah.
Let's see close up. What's one's the French knot?
This-
Point it out right there.
This is what my grandmother always called a French knot. And it's all throughout the blanket, and it's in different colors.
I see it now.
But
Kind of
that's-
like a kaleidoscope.
Yeah. It's here, it's in yellow. Here it's in red. Here it's in green. It was just whatever day she was, and it's in red, day she felt when she was sewing on it.
So kind of like a mood blanket. Every day is a
And-
journal.
Each time she's taught me that each day that she sewed on, she put a prayer. She'd say a prayer over the blanket.
Do you remember one of the prayers?
Father, bless this person that's receiving this blanket. Bless their lives. That's all I remember. But with my blankets, I say prayers over them too. And I say, Father, bless this family, their health, whatever they're into right now, be their guide for them. That's what I do. So you could say I'm a prayer person.
Yeah. And then
I
you
say
give
prayers over
the
everybody.
blankets to keep you warm.
Yeah.
And really appreciate you coming and sharing this with
Okay.
us and with community television.
Thank you for letting me show it.
Oh, anytime. Shoot. Handcrafted, handmade.
Yep.
You know the heart goes into it.
Yes.
It doesn't take much, but the heart
No.
definitely goes into
Yeah,
the
I
time.
I say I put love into it all the time. Okay.
Is there any more questions from the audience?
How long does it take you to do a blanket?
Oh, how long?
This one took me a week and a half.
Oh, okay.
This one took me a week. The pillows took me 3 days.
Each one 3 days?
Each one 3 days. And I stuffed them too.
What'd you stuff them with?
Stuffing that you get from the craft shops.
Oh, cool. Okay, one more question out there.
Are those pillows washable? Can you throw them in the washing machine?
Yes,
Okay.
So the pillows are washable.
yes, the pillows are washable. But you have to wash them in cool water.
Cool water. Okay.
I think so. Gentle.
Anything else on the care of the blankets?
Now they all have to be washed in cool water
Yeah.
so that way they don't fade.
So the hot water would make them fade.
Yes, it would also, hot water would make them shrink.
So that means there's wool in there also?
It's the material of the felt that I have here
Oh, okay.
that if it gets too hot of water, it will shrink. I've gotten that from experience.
Oh, okay. That would explain some things when I do laundry. Too hot. Oh, another
Do
question.
you use felt for most of your blankets?
No,
Okay. Well, what are the different materials you used on these?
this one here is cloth, and this is the imitation wool,
Oh, okay.
but I do more felt than I do anything else. because that's what the kids ask.
Can you, I'm sorry, can you hold that one up?
This one?
Yeah.
Sure. What side?
Both sides.
Yeah, I'll check both sides.
Pretty.
So this is the one for
The nurse,
the nurse.
my niece.
Oh, the stethoscope and the heart, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So you do themes too.
Yes.
What's the funnest part of doing the blankets in the process that you actually enjoy going
I enjoy watching it becoming a blanket
as you make it?
as I'm making it and who it's going to. I enjoy that part
Oh, cool.
for the person and the looks on their faces when they get it. That makes me so happy.
Surprise. A good surprise.
Mm-hmm. So.
Have you ever made yourself a blanket?
Yes.
Don't ever forget yourself when you make stuff.
No. I made Louis, my husband, 2 blankets of his own. Doctor Who is one of them. I made him. And then I made him a sports one. The beaver. For him to take to the baseball games to curl up with. I have made 6 Oregon ducks blankets.
How many beavers blankets?
Just one.
Oh, okay, special. Special. Hear that? You're special. Go Beavers. Yeah, yeah. Ignore those 6 others over there.
And they all went to different people.
Oh, cool.
Like I said, the blankets I make, I don't keep. But I did make one for myself. And it's with bears, because I like the country. And I used to like to hunt.
You hunt too?
Yeah,
Oh.
I grew up hunting.
So all those hunters could be making blankets.
I know
what
some
it
of
is
them
to
that
be-
do. But yeah, that's. And the other side is my favorite bird, red cardinals.
Oh.
So. And that's handmade. I put binding around that one too.
So you pick the colors of the binding too to go with it?
This is what my niece chose. She asked me if I had the pink multicolored.
Oh, cool.
And I said, yeah. And I'm trying to think of his name. Her husband asked me, goes, I don't care what color you got, give me, as long as it's not pink. So that's what I did. I chose the brown to go with the black and the red, and it brings out the colors.
How big are they?
They're big.
Yeah.
You ready to grab it?
Okay.
It's upside down, but that's okay. Well, like
So
I
you got
said,
the
it's a
front
hunter's blanket, and
and
there's
then
the back. And so that it won't, when you wash it, so it doesn't separate the blankets, I put blue yarn
Oh,
to tie it together.
so it's got a little tie-in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. So it doesn't bunch up.
Right.
Now, do you have anything between, or is it just a blanket on blanket without
Blanket
any-
on blanket.
Blanket on blanket.
It's
That
warm
was,
enough that way.
Yeah, just it feels nice. And,
Yes.
Okay, let's see the other one out.
Okay.
Then.
This one is not as big, but there's Minnie Mouse, and then there's the heart, and the stethoscopes,
For the nurse.
And then the pink multicolored siding. And then this one's big too.
Oh, the
and it's heavy.
100-year-old material.
Yeah, it's old material. I had to sew it up to repair it.
Oh, that's
other day.
beautiful. And you worked on this with your grandmother
Yes.
since you were
My
9
grandmother
years
and I
old.
put it together.
Wow.
I was only 9 years old.
And you don't see this fabric anymore.
No, you don't.
Is
And
that-
like I said, this outside material is over 100 years old. It belonged to her mom.
and it's got the Dutch pattern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got the Dutch and the flowers, the tulips.
And then the material here, just the stories on there. I
Yeah.
wonder, and from
Like I
all her
said.
dresses, huh?
Yeah, some of these came from Louisiana. My great aunt taught school there, and whatever little child left after school was out, and if they didn't come and get it after 30 days, she'd ship them up to my grandmother,
And she'd put it in a blanket.
and we'd make it into a blanket.
And this is a quilt blanket.
Yes.
This is a quilt? Wow.
Yeah.
Just
it's a-
all the patchwork.
Yes. Yep. And
So-
this one here is part of my dress when I was 5 years old.
This?
Yes. And like I said, there's a lot here that part of my brother's shirts, my dad's shirts, old dresses that belonged to my
I
grandmother.
can see a boy shirt here.
Yeah. There wasn't many, but there is a few.
Yeah.
So,
So basically, it's like just making, having pieces, put the pieces together, and then just make it into a square.
square, yeah.
And then this stitch, which is
Right.
called
French stitch.
the French stitch, hand done just to do it together in that square. Did she have a pattern of a square?
Nope.
So she got them all the same size?
Yep. We cut them the way she wanted it.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, it took us days to do it because each square here, now if you notice that it has different shapes
Yeah.
in it. Some has got long strips, some have got short strips, and some's got tiny strips
I see that
in it.
there.
I'll turn it that way so they can see it. And it took us days. I think it took me a year to help Grandma to do this.
Oh,
It took her
okay.
a long time,
A whole year to do this?
Yes.
At least.
at least.
At least. Wow.
But in the meantime, we would make blankets for missionaries and people that had babies in church.
Oh, wow.
So that's. So
Quite a
there's,
project and memories.
yes, this is what I call a memory blanket or a crazy quilt. Some people
Crazy quilt. That was the name I was looking for. The
Yeah.
crazy quilt.
Yeah, some people call it crazy quilts. Me, I
Oh.
call it memory quilt.
That is so beautiful.
This is the one I like. I have another one that's 150 years old.
Oh, wow.
I've got that put away. It's in the closet, bagged, protected.
So fold them up.
Yep. Hold it like a flag.
Yep. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Anyone else from the audience have anything?
You have any more questions?
Or we'll
Maybe a
let.
comment. I mean, there's a lot of love there
Mhm.
in those blankets.
A lot of
Yes.
love is in the
Yes.
blankets.
Yes, there's a lot of love in these.
And it's just, and the two of you up there too.
Yeah.
There's two of you.
Well, let's give Faye a hand, and thank you so much for
welcome.
coming in front of the community television camera.
Sorry.
Sharing.
I got busy putting it.
Oh yeah, I know. Okay, we're done. Let's go. And Faye, thank you. So yeah, getting you kind of putting the blankets away and stuff.
Yep.
Kind of like the ending credits as the credits roll. So that's how I collect footage to put that in too. So a technique. And now all the blankets are being
Folded and
up.
put it away.
Yeah, folded and put away. Okay, now a great big smile at the camera. And I hit another button I didn't know about. Okay. Flip between them, see? That's good, that looks good. That's a good picture. Smile, smile, cheese, cheese. There. Then most of the ones I'm trying not to look